So everyone's always asking me, Ray, what are your honest thoughts about this? Messaging me on Xbox, on Instagram, in the comments. What are your honest thoughts about this controller? Your honest thoughts about this game? Your honest thoughts about this headset? This policy? I get it, like, honesty is a very big thing, especially in the content creation space. You want to feel like you trust the people that you're watching. But guys, honestly, like, I come on here and I just say what I think. And the only time people seem to accuse me of being dishonest is when I say something they disagree with. Like, I came on when Rally Adventure came out, the expansion for Forza Horizon 5, and I was like, yeah, I really liked it. But then everyone else like, that sucked. Ray, you don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, okay, well, at least I spoke my truth. So I thought I'd try something new. I want to get the most authentic and honest response out of myself. So I had my friends raid my gaming setup, and I just told them, like, get whatever you see, throw it in a bag, and then I'll pull it out of the bag and blind react to it, give my honest opinion about what I think about this product. It seems that in the bag, that's a good place to start. They just got the Xbox Series X. I love this thing, man. And honestly, it was such a significant upgrade to my base Xbox One that I got way back in 2014. It was absolutely crazy. I do have both consoles this generation. I have the Xbox Series X, I have the Xbox Series S, which may seem like a little bit of overkill to some people. Like, dude, you got two Xboxes. When is it going to be enough for you? But honestly, I really feel like they have their own place, their own role to fulfill in my home. It's only 3 years in, but I've had a lot of good moments on this thing, man. I look at it and I'm just like, dang, I beat Elden Ring on this thing, Halo Infinite. I replayed Gears 1. I played Diablo 4 on this thing, Forza, Hi-Fi Rush. I got into Chivalry on this thing, one of my favorite games of this generation, randomly for some reason. Lots of good memories with this, man. And, you know, while I have it here, let's talk about the console wrap. I'm a fan of the console wrap because, I mean, the Series X doesn't look bad with, you know, just without clothes or naked like this, I guess. But I will say that if I ever pick it up or handle it in any way, the black on this smudges very easily. And it's nice to have kind of a protective layer over this with this console wrap. And I don't hate it. It's like it seamlessly fits in. It makes it look like a whole different Xbox without having to buy a different Xbox. Okay, we got what seems to be my Elgato HD60S Plus capture card. Now, this may not be like essential for everyone, but it is essential if you are interested in content creation in any way, shape, or form. This also has been super helpful to me because Xbox, for whatever reason, their game recording, well, I guess I just answered my own question. They only have game recording. They don't have a way to let you record your dashboard or anything else that's not a game. So anytime I make a video about, you know, an Xbox update or, you know, a tutorial on the best settings and things like that, and I need to capture footage of the settings of the dashboard, I use this. And here we have, okay, all right, bam. This has got to be top 2 for controllers. For those of you who have an Elite Series 2, you already know what this is. That's a carrying case for it. You open it up and bam, that's my Elite Series 2 core. I have a love-hate relationship with this controller, if I'm being completely honest. This is amongst the first controllers that Xbox sent me. It was, I think, the second controller they ever sent me. And I was so stoked. I was like, dude, this is crazy. I've made it. Xbox themselves, Mr. Xbox, is sending me an Elite Series 2, the new controller. I proceeded to use the crap out of this. I played with this every day until my left bumper got a little bit wonky. It was right around the time I was playing Wo Long Fallen Dynasty, and that was the parry button, and I was just like mashing that thing. So, you know, probably makes sense why it got a little funky, but because it was still under warranty, I sent it in, they sent it back, they fixed it all up. I still love this controller. It was the first controller I spent a lot of time with that had back paddles, and that was just revolutionary to me, freeing up my thumb, not having to worry about the YBXA buttons, and just keeping my thumbs on the sticks. And I do like the little carrying case. I do like being able to adjust my thumbsticks. I like interchanging them depending on the game that I'm playing. Overall, I still like this controller, but it comes with a little bit of an asterisk because I did have to send it in. I haven't had a problem since, but I did have to send it in. Okay. All right. While we're still talking about controllers, This thing, man, this was the surprise of 2023. Now, this was another thing that was just sent to me. I didn't know they were sending it to me, but I teamed up with 8BitDo to do a giveaway for their Ultimate Wired Xbox controllers. And after I did that, which by the way, the people who won the contest, you should be getting a coupon code soon for your free Xbox controller. But after I did that, they sent me their arcade stick. And I was just like, it completely took me by surprise because I haven't used an arcade stick to play a video game outside of an arcade, probably in like decades. So I was like, oh, this looks like pretty cool, whatever. The thing that stuck out to me is that it feels solidly built. It's not like cheap or hollow. And once I started using it, I was like, dang, this is unlocking a feeling inside of me that I can't quite explain. Playing beat 'em ups with this, playing fighting games with this, it just, I have no like logical reason for saying this, but it just makes it more fun, more enjoyable, more engaging than it would be playing on a regular controller. They nail it. It is a perfect blend of old school arcade gaming and new school because it's compatible with the Xbox Series X and S and a PC. It's just cool. It's just cool, and that is my honest opinion. Let me take that. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. So we got the 20th anniversary Xbox wireless controller. This came out back in 2021 for Xbox's 20th anniversary, obviously. I own dozens of Xbox controllers nowadays. I'm very lucky to just have them sent to me a lot, and I do buy them a lot when I probably shouldn't. But I always come back to this guy right here. I even have the Elite controllers, and while I love them, something about the look of this controller, the feel of it, the kind of half rubberized handles on the back, I don't know, it keeps me coming back for more. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay. This is just like an external Samsung hard drive. It's about 500 gigabytes. I use this to store my gaming clips for whenever I'm playing on console. And that is good for a couple of reasons. One, it's easy for me to unplug it from my Xbox, plug it into my computer, and edit whatever screenshots and clips that I captured. And also, for those of you who need a reminder, or for those who don't know this at all, game captures and screenshots and clips that are saved on your Xbox's internal storage. Xbox has this new policy where after 30 days, they'll be wiped, so you won't have access to them anymore. Depending on the game, especially if they're newer, you can't play games directly off it, but you can move the games back and forth into your internal storage whenever you want to. Nifty thing to have, underrated thing to have if you're an Xbox owner. So this is the Moga XP Ultra by PowerA. My honest thoughts about this controller is that when I first saw it, I saw, Windows Central covering it. I saw, other outlets covering it when they were putting out their early reviews and impressions. And I thought, this thing looks stupid. This thing looks dumb. Who's gonna buy this thing? I don't get it. But then I got my hands on one and I was like, okay. I'm kind of seeing it. And then I started playing with it. I was like, okay. It's kind of growing on me. And the cool thing that this controller can do is that you can go ahead and change the configuration. Ooh, it's a tiny controller now. Or, ooh, you put a little phone clip on it. It can be used for cloud gaming stuff. It's something that you can use with cloud gaming, with PC gaming, with console gaming. I thought it was a good concept, and it grew on me, honestly, the more that I used it. Okay. Speaking of cloud gaming, this is perfect because we were just mentioning it with the Moga. This is the Razer Kishi. I don't use this as often, but in the beginning of the channel, when I was really gung-ho about cloud gaming, I definitely used this a lot. And I also used it for remote gaming as well, just to stream the gameplay from my Xbox to my phone. I actually used this to play The Witcher 3, doing just that with remote play. And this thing is cool. I think the best cloud gaming experience with a phone especially is having an Xbox controller and having the phone clip on it. That's, to me, the optimal way to cloud game because it's still an Xbox controller. It feels nice, it's familiar, But with this, it's like maybe it doesn't feel like an Xbox first party controller, but it's more compact, right? You can just have it in your back pocket. You can have it in your backpack, pull it out, fit your phone in, and then when you're done, fold it back up, store it. You can't really tell here, but it has seen some wear. There's like some scratches on some of the glossier stuff, so you know, it's something to consider. Like, you should treat this with respect, treat it nicely if you want it to look nice for a couple of years. Do better than me, is all I'm saying. But I will say that the price to this I always thought was a little bit questionable. This was like $100 when I got it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I could just get a $20 gaming phone clip off of Amazon, slap it on an Xbox controller. So I'm kind of back and forth on like whether or not that's worth it if you're just going to be using it for cloud gaming. At least with the Moga, you can use it on a console, you can use it on your computer, and for cloud gaming, this is just cloud gaming. Which, as I've talked about on the channel before, is kind of like sometimes Xbox cloud gaming, awesome, flawless. Other times it's like, oh god, I can't play this game. Like, it's just too laggy, the latency is crazy, it's crashing. I would pay like $50 for this. $100 is kind of pushing it, if I'm being honest. But overall, I think it's a pretty solid product, and I like the compact nature of it. What is this? Oh yeah, right. Now this is not something that like I would ever have thought of in the very beginning. I actually got this off of Wish.com. I did a video like a couple of years ago where I bought a bunch of stuff off Wish. Standard YouTube thing to do and be like, I bought this Xbox stuff on Wish. Let's see if this thing is the one that's stuck. But yeah, the way this thing works is that it's a battery charger, and whether or not you get this one or another one, guys, the fact of the matter is that Xbox, they still require AA removable batteries. So in order to cut down on the hassle, get yourself a rechargeable battery, whether it's a standalone thing. This one in particular, I'll show you how it works with my Xbox Series X. You go over here, bang. I'll take this off because I don't know if it could fit through, but you take it like this, you put it on the USB-C hub in the front, and it fits right on the front of your Xbox Series X console. You can plug it into the Series S, it's just not made for it, and it gets kind of wonky. It only works in the horizontal position. But what's cool about this is that you still have access to the sync button right here. And all you do is just, you pop the little battery pack out, put it into your controller, bing, bang, boom, and bam, you're ready to play. Let's see what else we got here. We're getting down to the end, ladies and gentlemen. We got, okay. This is a good one because this may be small, but it was life-changing. This is the Seagate 2 terabyte expandable SSD card for Xbox Series X and S consoles. I fought getting this, guys. I fought it because I was like, this is crap. This is like way overpriced. They're gouging us. It's proprietary, so Seagate is the only one that can make these cards. This is BS, and now I have it. But now it's like, I don't even have to worry about it. I have so many big storage guzzling games downloaded on my Xbox, and a lot of them are on here. And even if you kind of ride the line and you have your internal storage at 100% capacity, you never know when one of those games is going to get a big update and be like, sorry, you need an extra 20 gigs for this update that we just launched. Kind of disappointing that it didn't go on sale this Black Friday, but we have, since I made my Black Friday video, I'm seeing that they are discounting its competitor's card, WD Black Digital. The 1 terabyte is $25 off, which would bring the price down from $150 to $125. Not the best discount, but it's something. Okay, getting down to the last thing. Last but not least, the Xbox wireless headset, stereo wireless headset. And I'm looking at it now, it's like, okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of wear and tear, especially on this thing. I use these things daily. And I gotta say, at first I was like really gung-ho about them. They are perfect for my situation because you can connect them to not only your console, but to your PC as well. So I'll have Discord running on the PC, I'll have music and like NFL games running on the PC as well while I'm playing my whatever game I'm playing on Xbox. And using this mixer, I can switch back and forth between them. Overall, I'd say the sound quality is pretty good. Not great, pretty good. I do have Dolby Atmos as well, so that boosts it a little bit. There are audio details that will come through a little bit better in these headsets than they would without them. I was playing The Witcher 3 last night, and I was in the Nilfgaardian army camp, the one that doesn't really matter, like in the beginning area, and I was able to hear like the distant chanting of soldiers training. I was like, oh, I didn't hear that before. That's the first time I'm noticing that. But my honest thoughts about this, guys, it's like these have served me well. You're starting to see some wear and tear on them. I've played a lot of games using them. They go very well with the aesthetic and the design of my console, my Series X, whatever. It's got that Xbox flair, but my honest kind of thoughts about this is like, honestly, guys, I kind of wish that I got the SteelSeries wireless headset for Xbox Series X and S, the Arctis 9X. This is a headset that's been on my radar for a while now, and I've often talked with Jimmy about them as well, my compatriot who runs the PlayStation version of this channel. And I'm always this type of guy. I'm always trying to find a deal. I'm always trying to save money. I'm always trying to find a discount. And Jimmy's the type of guy who's like, if you're gonna use it, you should spend a little bit more money on it because then you're using it every day. That justifies your purchase. And so when I was thinking of buying a headset, I was like, should I get this? It's $100. It's like still wireless. It does what I need it to do. But there is a nicer headset, the SteelSeries 9X, that's a little bit more expensive. It's like $150. No, I'll go ahead and save the money. I'll get the Xbox wireless headset. But now I'm like, dude, I should have just like picked it up back then. That's the end of the road in terms of accessories. I cannot live without the surprise, honest reactions to the things that I use every day. Thanks so much for joining for another edition of Xbox Ready, and we'll see you in the next video.